Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu failed to form a government for the third time in 2 years.
Here's a summary of the article.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's mandate from President Reuven Rivlin to form a government will expire at 11:59 p.m. Tuesday night without success in building a coalition, barring an unexpected last-minute development. Even if the Likud and its satellite parties recommend Yamina chairman Naftali Bennett to form a government, Rivlin's second mandate will most likely go to Yesh Atid chairman Yair Lapid on Wednesday night or Thursday, sources who spoke with Rivlin said. On Monday, Lapid told his faction he would receive the mandate from Rivlin and enable Bennett to form a unity government. Yamina Mkila Sheikht was caught on tape by Channel 12 telling a confidant that if Bennett received the mandate from Rivlin, he would try to form a right-wing government. In order to prevent the formation of a left-wing government, I told Naftali Bennett that I would be willing to accept his request for a rotation agreement in which he would serve as prime minister for a year, Netanyahu said. Yamina members would receive important posts in the government and the Knesset. And if we, God forbid, do not form a government, although I don't think it would come to that, we would run on a combined list for the Knesset in which his entire party maintains its identity and its relative power. Netanyahu expressed confidence that if Bennett were to sign such a deal, a government could be formed, even though the religious Zionist party has not agreed to the external support of Ram. Bennett wrote 10 days ago that a right-wing government could be formed if I step aside for the first year, Netanyahu said. The real obstacle to forming a right-wing government is your refusal to remove a left-wing government from the agenda and promise to join a right-wing government. If Netanyahu and Bennett were to set their egos aside, a right-wing government could be formed immediately, Smotrich told his faction on Monday.
This post received a score of 3,600, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
So is it going to be a fifth election in 2 years? Or is it sixth? I can't keep up. Maybe someone other than Netanyahu should be in charge of that party?
From the article, the Israeli president will likely give another MK a chance to form a government.
He's tossed that out already, despite promising to.
What? No, he hasn't. He has historically gone through each and every capability given to the office of the president to try and secure a government. Why would he just toss it to the Knesset first or hold another round of elections? He's trying to avoid that.
What happened to Bibi's criminal trials? Did they even occur?
They are ongoing. They just started the cross-examinations of one of the key witnesses in one of the cases.
Is a conviction likely? From what I've read, there's quite a lot of evidence and the judges assigned to the case, there were 3, correct me if I'm wrong, were far from lenient.
Indeed, he is on trial for 3 different cases, 2 for deceit and breach of trust, and 1 for bribery. One case regards Netanyahu receiving gifts worth hundreds of thousands of dollars from tycoons and is an almost certain conviction. Another involves him dabbling with a bribe offer from the owner of the country's largest newspaper. That case is pretty weak. From what I understood, he's being indicted for not rejecting the bribe outright, therefore giving the owner the impression that bribes are okay. The third case is the bribery case, in which Netanyahu allegedly passed regulation favoring a media tycoon in return for that tycoon's news website basically turning into his mouthpiece.
Thank you very much for the info.
I admire Netanyahu's commitment to testing Bayesian statistical analysis by running the same election 100 times to see the results.
Doing the same thing over and over again, and expecting different results, it's the definition of insanity. Unless you are using a battering ram.
Well, the same thing for him is better than officially losing and then being in legal jeopardy.
I had replied to the turn toward scientific playfulness. While I retain a right to my own opinions and to express them, however, I would rather not waddle into this partisan political sandbox.
Not getting my hopes up too high, but imagine if this were finally the end of Bibi's reign over Israel. Here's hoping that the anti-Netanyahu bloc is able to form a government. And yes, I know the unity bloc has a lot of problems as well, but no matter what, I don't think they could be any worse than Netanyahu's right-wing government.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.